What's going on, everybody? MC Andrew Love back on your screen and your speakers one more time. And welcome to another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In this episode, I speak with a sister out of Cincinnati, Ohio. She's an up-and-coming hip-hop artist. Gotta tap into her, man. Her name, Miss Official. Check out this interview we did right now. What's going on, everybody? MC Andrew Love back on your screen and your speakers one more time with another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In this episode, I'm speaking to a sister out of Cincinnati. You know, where the Cincinnati Fest is, y'all. You know what I'm talking about. Well, this sister here, she's dope with it, ill with it. She got skills, she got bars for days, and she got a story to tell. And so without further ado, folks, let me bring in Miss Official. How you doing, Miss Official? How you been? What you been up to?
I am doing a lot better than most days. Just continuing to work on progressing as usual. Just trying to make it just like everybody else.
Well, I'm happy that you had the time to come check me out, man. I really am. And I'm thankful because when I listened to your music, I heard potential. That's what I heard. I heard potential. And the reason why I say this is because you got bars. You have skills. You have a way of telling your story and making it believable. And that's important when you're in the studio. And I'm digging the vibes, which is why I had to bring you on my show, because you're good. And you have that ability to tap into your inner self and say, you know what? I'm going to get into my strength, my anger, my pain, all that stuff and put it out in a booth. That's dope. I'm digging the vibes. When did you realize you had a passion for music?
I've always pretty much had a passion for music. I know when I was younger, listening to music, I could imagine myself being on stage singing. And it went from me imagining being the artist that I was listening to being my own artist. So I used to imagine myself, like, say I'm listening to Beyonce. I'm like, okay, in my head, I'm performing, I'm listening to her song. In my head, I'm stage performing her song, but I'm her. I'm not myself. And I would do it that way. You know, I used to, like every other little girl does, you know, grab a brush, make it seem like it's your mic and sing and rap and all that. So I started off with that. And later on, I started getting into poetry, getting a feel for writing. And after that, you know, going through experiences, I was writing about those experiences. And it went from poetry to music.
Well, I want to say thank you for deciding to get in the studio and inviting us into your life.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. and I want to say thank you for having the opportunity and the time to come and check me out over here on Let's Chat and Jam, because I think I've been trying to get you on my show for quite some time. But it's like you were always telling me, ooh, I'm not able to do that today. Can we take a rain check? So I'm glad that we were able to do it this time around. This is really cool. Who are your greatest influences?
My greatest influences, I'll start off with my original is who I started looking up to as far as like me even thinking about becoming a rapper was Nicki Minaj. She was a big thing for me. She was the only rapper that I could see in my peripheral vision that I would listen to for the most part when I was younger. You know, as Cardi B came out and Megan Thee Stallion and, you know, other people, I don't just rap, I sing too. So as far as singers, I went from Beyonce to Queen Naj, Keisha Cole, and just so much more.
Well, you have a lot of people you look up to when it comes to R&B, I take it.
Yes, I try not to. When people tell me, hey, do you have a favorite artist? I can't really say I have a like number one favorite because I try to look at it more of the different aspects that different people bring. Now, it might be a specific thing, like maybe I just like this person's style, and the next person I like their voice, and the next person I like, their energy. So it's always something different with different artists, and I take and pull from that, and I just try to diversify what I see and what I am.
I could dig it. When you're not creating music, what do you do?
Behind the scenes of not creating music, I am creating a clothing line. Right now, I am in CNA, trying to be in STNA. I scheduled my state test, just got to pass my test and take it from there. I might work my way up to a doctor, I don't know, and trying to go to school for cosmetology at the same time, and just all these different things going on. So my dream goal is to be an entrepreneur of whatever sort, but to be an entrepreneur and work for myself. I've always had a dream of working for myself.
And that's dope. And I see it happening for you, because I see nothing but confidence oozing out of you right now. And that's great. And it brings me into the song that you let us check out. It's called 10 Times Deep.
Yes.
Can you tell us about this song and lead us into it?
So when I made the song, I was going through a lot, emotionally, spiritually. I was heartbroken, not only by like relationship issues and liking people, crushing on people and stuff, and, being turned down, whether it was from a person that I liked or a job or a family member that just didn't agree with me. It was so much heartbreak going on. And I'm like, stuff's not going my way, but I worked so hard and I'm such a good person. And I had to get it off my chest. So I came up with 10 Times Deep. I was like, there's some way I have to explain this. I have to get this off my chest. I want people to understand me. And that's what I try to do with my music. And I think that was the cleanest song that I've made so far that explains how I am as a person. And in the song 10 Times Deep, it talks about what I try to get people to understand, and which is number one is teamwork. Teamwork make the dream work. That's what I grew up on. That's what I stick to, and not a lot of people were sticking to that. So I was just like, I need people to understand where I'm coming from. That was the point, and that was my turning point for me when I started to say, you know what, I have to change the people around me. I'm not going to get anywhere if I just stay, with what I'm doing right here. And actually, that's one of the first songs where I was just like, that's where it started picking up. That wasn't my first song. I think that was like maybe my third or fourth song that I made. And I was like, I can do this. And when I made that song specifically, I was like, I can be diverse. I can really be diverse, because I made a song that was a remix to a Megan Thee Stallion song. And I made a song that was a remix of City Girls. And so I'm like, I can go from what people would say is ratchet to something more old school and classic. And I made a song where I'm actually singing. I haven't put that out yet, but that even shows a different side of me. I've had other artists tell me, that they think I should be more diverse, and I'm still getting adjusted to criticism, because I've shown people music before I put it out there and they have one view about it, and then the total opposite happens. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not sure if that'll, get message that you're looking for, if it will get out there the way you want to put it out there, if people will really pay attention to it or understand it. And then people actually understand it. And I'm like, well, I do like and appreciate positive criticism to help me better myself. But at the same time, I want to be myself. I don't want to look into the eyes of other people. I want to be original. So I just try to stay with that momentum.
I'm digging the vibes, man. I really am. Folks, you can tap in to Miss Official on a few platforms. We're talking YouTube at Miss Official Boss. You can tap into her on Loom, Miss Official Boss. Just make sure you tap in, because that's where you can hear this song is on Loom. And I'm telling you something, folks. When you tap into this song, you could be like, damn, MC, you did it again. You done told me to go find Miss Official over on Loom. And so I did. And guess what? She's dope. Just like you said she would be. You're damn right she's dope. So tap in. So here's the song. Without further ado, I'm going to play a snippet of the song 10 Times Deep by Miss Official.
Team people selfish with support, ignoring other people's dreams. Tell me this, don't give a fuck about it. This why relevant people always trying to start some shit.
It's Miss Official, y'all.
Wouldn't know what I'm doing. Write my name in your mouth.
You gotta tap in, y'all. Gotta tap in. If you want to hear the rest, you gotta go to loom.fm yourself, folks. So you could download those apps on iPhone and Android. You could do that. But Miss Official Boss or Miss Official, and I'll tell you something, folks. This lady here got skills. I'm digging the vibes, man. Tell us some of your experiences you've had since you've been making music.
I've came across other artists and it's a lot more amazing than you think it would be. Like, I thought that I would, be wailing over people like, oh my gosh, I'm, talking to this person, I'm doing stuff with this person. And it's really just a beautiful experience to be appreciated for what you do. Even especially from people higher up, people that've made it farther than me. Just getting noticed, getting appreciated. I've recently had people that I look up to, that, at least locally, that are, a little farther past than I am, just check me out and be like, hey, I love that. I see what you got going on. And it means so much to me. And I not only support artists that I generally just like, but I love doing the support for support. I show you love, you show me love. I'm all about that. I'm really quick to cut stuff off when I feel like it's not being, a back and forth kind of thing. I help you, you help me. I'm all about teamwork, all about, helping people. I don't like unsupportive people, and I don't try to be an unsupportive person. So
it makes a lot of sense. So tell me, do you have a process? Like, for example, when it comes to writing music, do you have bars already written out? And then if somebody gives you a beat, it says, hey, Miss Official, I got a beat for you. Do you have something that fit this? Now, do you have a book of rhymes somewhere where you're like, oh, yeah, I got something to fit this? What is your process?
I go through something and I let it sit in my brain. I think about it and I'm like, I have to process this somehow. It makes me feel this way. And then I come up with something that I come up with some lyrics and I'm like, hey, this explains what I'm going through. And then I make it a song. And a lot of times it's actually the way that I've always done it, which is, I guess it's a little weird because other people do it the opposite way, but I come up with the lyrics before I even hear a beat. And I'm like, this is how I feel. I need to get this off my chest. And then I just go and find a beat that matches it.
Yeah, that's dope, man. A lot of people can't do that. Some people, they gotta wait till they hear a beat before they start writing the lyric. But since you can write songs without beats, well, that makes you one intelligent lady. I'm telling you that right now. Do you have any advice for the youngins that are coming up that want to do what you're doing?
Go for what you want, no matter how hard it is, no matter what gets in your way. Do not stop. Always have a backup plan. And when stuff doesn't work out, even if it doesn't work out a couple times, still keep going for it. It's worth it. I've been through trial and error with a lot of different things, like just trying to get to places. If you want to do something, you're going to figure out a way to do it. It's going to get done. You just have to want it that bad. I performed for the first time ever, one of my songs. Now, I've performed poetry before, but the first time I ever performed was recently, a couple weeks ago. I want to say within the last month. I've been down to Atlanta twice, and I don't drive. I spent over $100 to get to Atlanta because I wanted it that bad. I'm like, now I'm not going to lie, I've had opportunities to perform in Cincinnati, but I feel like it was more of a special kind of thing to go outside of where my home is and show other people and get myself out there. And it was a small event. It wasn't nothing too big. It was a small little competition. Best female artist wins $100. But it wasn't necessarily, I didn't necessarily go out there for the money. I just wanted the exposure. To me, I felt like it was worth it. It wasn't about the money. It was about the exposure, because I care about what I do. I care about my music. It meant that much to me that I spent money getting there. I didn't care about making money. I just spent money getting there because it's what I do. I love it. It's me.
Yeah, I could dig the vibes, man. And I'll tell you something. In order for you to get better, you just got to keep doing it. Yes. And I see the potential in you, and I see the drive in you, and I believe in you. I believe that you are going to make something out of yourself. And I believe that you're going to do big things in the industry. And I believe that you're going to take your place on these stages. So, folks, let me tell you something about Miss Official. This lady been through a lot of shit growing up. I'm talking about a lot of shit. But one thing she hasn't done is gave up. This woman here has a heart of platinum. As you hear, she's going to be a nurse. Now that is dope, because it takes a certain person to be a nurse. That person is not me. I got to say, man, I'm really digging the vibes, and I really see what you're doing. And I'm happy about this. I'm proud of you. I think you're doing great. And I heard your singing voice earlier today, and I must say, yeah, you got talent and you have a gift. Do you have any burning desires?
Not necessarily, just to be able to live well off and, get to a place where, like, now I know it's not the best idea to do it now, but even when I had crumbs in my pocket, I was still helping people. You walk past people on the street, there's those, people that are homeless and stuff like that. And I give them my last dollar because I know I have a job. I'm going to go get another paycheck, and I would love to help out more, but I can't do that where in the state that I'm in now. But one of my dreams is to be able to help a lot of people like I was helped. It feels so good when I was getting help, that feeling, I want other people to feel that feeling. Like, it's just to be blessed and to bless someone else. It's an amazing feeling.
You are so right. America, it is I, MC Andrew Love. This is Let's Chat and Jam. And this is my special guest, Miss Official. Miss Official coming out of Cincinnati. You heard her story. She's just starting. But damn, she's dope. Don't you think? Of course you do. Because I said so. So what I want you to tell you is, you got to go tap in. You got to give her a shot, man. You got to go to Loom. You got to go to YouTube. You got to check her out. Go to TikTok. Go tap in. Because this woman here, she got potential. Go play her videos. Press play, man. See what she can do. Because I'm telling you something, folks. You're going to be happy when you do tap in to Miss Official, because you're going to say, damn, MC Angela Love, you're right again. You're damn right I'm right again, because I know talent a mile away. And this woman is talented. So go tap in. I'm telling you something, folks. You'll be glad you did, because she's really good. And she does have music for everybody. I'm telling you, everybody. If you are a person that is mad because these guys are treating you like shit and you just need to tell somebody about it, well, she got a song for you. And if you're a person that's, you love life and you're happy about where your life is at, well, yeah, she got a song for you. Miss Official got a song for everybody. So why don't you go tap in, and that way you can say, MC Angela Love, I'm so glad I listened to you, because yes, she got a song for me. I'm telling you something, folks, when she writes songs and she delivers them, it's like she's talking to you. It's amazing, man. So tell the folks where they can find you.
On YouTube, you can find me at Miss Official Boss. That's my name on there. And then I believe it is the same thing on most of my other platforms. You'll either see the word Miss Official. Sometimes the S will be regular, or $. When I get the stage name to be official, it's going to be capital M $official.
That's cool, man. Either Miss Official Boss or Miss Official, but it's $official.
Yes.
So all you gotta do, folks, is tap in. Is spell her name out. Capital M $OFFICIAL. Oh, and of course, if you go to YouTube, BOSS, and then she'll pop right up. Yeah. But you know what? Thank you for tapping in. I really do appreciate you coming through. I'm humbled by this visit. I really am, because you have a lot of potential, and you sound good. And I believe you're going to make somebody yourself. I really do. Yeah. And so I want you to be safe out there in Cincinnati, whatever you do. And since you've been here for the first time, you have now become part of a Let's Chat and Jam fan. Means you don't have to wait for me to hit you up to bring you in. You can tap into my DMs and say, MC, I want to talk to you because I got some stuff I need to promote. And of course, I'm going to get my calendar out and I'm going to say, deal, you in the show. Let's go. That's how easy it is to be on this show when you're part of Let's Chat and Jam fan. But be safe. And everybody else, I want y'all to be safe. And just remember, if you got a dream, go for it. Because only you can stop you. And nothing beats a failure but a try.
Yeah.
Peace out, folks. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. Also, like and share the content, as well as hit the notification icon so you don't miss A Conversation with series right here on Let's Chat and Jam.